Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Nick Dunning. I'm the creator of Total Audition Magician, and I am the author of How to Get Acting Work Quickly. So it would, first of all, I want to make a confession. I'm actually posting this with a new piece of software. So I'm not quite sure where you're seeing this, whether you're seeing this on Facebook, YouTube, or you may be some bizarre planet. I have no idea where you are. Anyway, do let me know if you could in the comments below where you're actually seeing this. I'd love to know if this is actually working. It's supposed to be a simultaneous transmission. I feel like the BBC. Anyway, there you go. So what I want to talk about is I'm doing a self-taping webinar for actors, and anyone else who wants to come along is welcome, of course. It's self-taping webinar next Tuesday, and it's about 3 rather bizarre hacks that make a real difference to your self-taping. And for me, I wanted to share these because out of the last 4 or 5 self-tapes that I've been doing, I've got 4 of them, and I wanted to share what these distinctions are. They're new ways of approaching little ideas, little tiny tweaks, little hacks that make a big difference, I think, in terms of the way that your self-taping comes across. It certainly seems to be with the results that are coming my way. So my first question is that, do come along to that, and I'll leave a little thing under here about where you can get to the webinar if you're interested. That'd be great. So I also get a question from a lot of actors. One of the ones I got recently was, how do you shoot a self-tape if you have no reader? Now, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but if it has, do leave me a comment, below. What do you do if you've got no reader and you've still got to do the self-tape? And it's still got to be in by, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. What do you do? What are your solutions? How do you solve that problem? And now I'm going to tell you what I've done. One of the things that happened to me was I was doing a show over here in Dublin called Striking Out. Now, it was a legal show, and I was dressed in all my legal gear. And during the lunch break, while I was in the trailer, I got a tape in from my agent saying, can you do this real quick? Got to get this in. And it was for a supernatural show that they were shooting up in the north of Ireland. And I thought, okay, right, let's see what we can do. I tried to learn it like frantically over the pasta, that kind of thing. And I put it down on tape using my camera, but I couldn't find a reader. So I thought, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll actually have to, because I've got no time, I'll have to just do the other parts myself. But the problem I found with that is that when you do the other part yourself, I started acting. I couldn't stop myself making sure that my responses were quite good, And it actually became incredibly distracting. Needless to say, I didn't get the job. So I just don't think that's one of the solutions. And I've talked to actors, and some actors do that as well. I know, I've heard about it before, but I'm not sure that's the greatest solution. So what I wanted to share is this. One of the things that I found that works really well is, you can use technology. If you're on your own and there's no actors anywhere to be found, if you're on set or you've got nobody nearby, your friends are all on holiday, whatever the reasons are, there is always somewhere in the world an actor who's free. Am I right? Give them a call them on the phone, put them on FaceTime. Put them on FaceTime or on WhatsApp. Or on YouTube, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. The only proviso is this, wherever you set up your camera, if you've got your gorilla like this and you've got your camera facing at you, make sure that wherever you put the other camera, and you will need another camera, you will need another phone for this, so that is a proviso. You do have to get the other phone. Wherever you put the other phone, put the phone as close as you possibly can to the eye line so that you're getting a kind of really good connection. And when you do that, you really can solve the problem. And the great thing is you feel more as if you're actually actively engaged in the scene. And it makes a massive difference to your confidence because you feel you're connecting with an actor and you're not left, like I was, swimming around in a void, talking to myself. Anyway, I'd love to know what your solutions are. Let me know. Hope some of that helps. And if you guys want to come along to this webinar, I'm going to leave the details below. Any questions, you can drop me a line over here at peakactorsandme.com. And I'll see you guys very soon. Hope to see you Tuesday. Bye, guys. See ya.